Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy P Lot, aka the Brick Slinger. And guess what? Your boy got something to say. A couple of days, maybe a week or two ago, I've seen a video of the Fresh and Fit podcast, and there was a moment where there was a conversation between the host Myron and a young lady that goes by the name of Bless the Kid. Um, it kind of got overheated to the point where he asked her to leave. Not because of what she said, but the simple fact that he continued to ask her to let him speak. And when he asked her to leave, her friend popped up and tried to somewhat defend the young lady. And it got to the point where security had to come. The friend attacked Myra, and it got crazy. So crazy that it's still being talked about to this day. But here's my thing. After watching it multiple time, I'm thinking to myself, like, man, is this is it? This is what we got to deal with. This is this is what we got to deal with when it comes to the conversation between two genders. And these are young ladies on this show, and you come into these men place of work, and you know the rules. In fact, you sign a waiver, and for those who probably do not understand what it means, what it is, it's just basically saying you agree that dot point blank. That's what a waiver is. It's basically acknowledging that you agreed to dot. So you acknowledge that this young lady, that's all she wanted after being kicked out. That I want my waiver. I want my waiver. No, you signed it. So that means they can use this against you if they want to press charges. And basically, seeing this video, chances are that's going to happen. It's going to happen that you signed a waiver. But the thing of it is, the person that was trying to defend you will probably get press charge because she attacked Myra and almost damaged a whole lot of equipments. And with securities being there and even the police even arrive, it's like this. You can't get mad at this man or anybody once you sign the waiver. Once you sign the waiver, it's basically just saying like, yo, you agreed upon this. So whatever you go against is gonna be on you. But this whole purpose of the video ain't got nothing to do with waivers, although it plays a part. But my issue is this: where has the respect go? Why can't why can't certain types of women can't respect men in their place? I watched a podcast show called The Lapeef Show, and one of the hosts is Jr. And he was speaking on holding women accountable based upon what they said in their tongue. Cause he basically told a story about how his sister basically did not only disrespected him, but disrespected their grandfather, who they probably was probably at his house. Basically, and he was like, "Look, I don't want all this arguing, this yelling in the house," and the sister basically ignored that. So or we're is it obvious that some of these particular women just ignore and ignore the situation and want to be this, that, and the third, but can't really respect the men in their own family. It's bad enough that you can't respect your brother. It's bad enough you can't respect your father, but especially when they deserve the respect. But you gonna disrespect your grandfather? Like, um, I've just lost my grandfather this past February, and this is something I personally just can't accept because we talking about respect. A lot of these women claiming that they want respect. That a lot of these women claiming that they're this, that, and deserve, and they deserve respect, but they don't want to give it. How can you act? How can you ask for something that you're not willing to give? This man, Myron, asked this young lady multiple times to chill so he can speak, and she continued to overtalk him. When when are women going to understand that over talking a man not only is unattractive but it's very disrespectful? And even if there's men who does that to women, that's not the case of this particular topic. What is the topic is the fact that not only was one young lady was being disrespectful by over talking a man, but another woman was being disrespectful by egging the situation and hitting the man, knowing that he's not going to hit back. See, now we're dealing with two situations. One, a woman disrespecting a man with words, and another woman disrespecting a man physically. One verbally, one physically. And it's not about the fact it wasn't the fact that this woman had an opinion. It was the fact that she didn't stop when another person talked, and especially when she talked, nobody interrupted her. Nobody. Nobody interrupted her. Nobody stopped her. Nobody overtalked her. But when it's this man turn to respond or to rebuttal, ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Like, come on. I'm big on conversation. It's like it's cool to have a conversation. It's cool to even have a debate. It's cool to have opinions, this, that, and the third. But I'm also big on respect. I'm also big on respect. And if a woman can't understand that, hey, I'll let you talk. It's my turn. Then if she can't understand that, then she can't get upset when you a get at her, two, ask her to leave, or three, ignore her and this, that, and the third. Cause at this point, it's like we're not living in a time. It's not even just that we're living in a time, but we're still under a time where respect is not even going to be given because too many people trying to take it. Too many people demand it, but don't know how to really like give it. You know what I'm saying? So it's an insult to want a man to respect you when you're not willing to respect him. Or I take it even further. It's messed up for a woman to even dare disrespect a woman when a woman did respect her or show her the respect. But this is what we got to deal with. This is what we got to deal with. The fact that when Fresh and Fit basically gave a platform for some group of young women to speak their piece, but also not only speak their piece, but at the same time be willing and open to the rebuttals. to understand the man's point of view, to understand the man's perspective, even if it doesn't sound right to them, it's still there. But as far as these two young ladies, they kind of represented a culture of women, unfortunately, African American women, to a statistic that has been plagued on them for 50 years. For 50 years. And these are 20 plus year old young ladies who continue to give the statistic, the stigma of what black women, or the stereotype of black women that's been displayed on the media. They continue to display that, and now, depending on whether they like it or not, they got some publicity out of this, and it doesn't look good on them. It doesn't. It doesn't look good on them, and it still gives dudes the opportunity to be like, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that in my life. Or give dudes the opportunity to be like, okay, I'm gonna mess with her, but only for 5 minutes. And at the end of the day, respect is still in order. If you can't respect another person, this ain't really male or female. If you can't respect a person in their place of rest or a place of business, if you can't respect them, you don't need to be still in that place. So don't get mad when they kick you out. And you sign a waiver. So that means if you go against that waiver, they can use that against you. And for that young lady that hit Myron and made a bigger issue, yeah, don't get upset when consequences come at your door, cause you cause a problem at another man's house. At the end of the day, don't get mad when your action has a reaction. Don't get mad when consequences come for your action. Because good things happen to those who do good things. Happen to good things happen to those who do good things. Bad things happen to those who do bad things. And sometimes it may be a switch around, but at the end of the day, bad things, bad action, bad reaction. Good action, good reaction. Nothing changed from that. But that's just me. Anyway, get it. You better get a chance. There's a like button, dislike button, comment board, subscribe. Let's continue this conversation. Because at the end of the day, man, like I say, we can disagree all day, every day, but let's be respectful. It's your boy P Lot, aka the Brick Slinger, and as always, continue to sharpen one another. Support the kingdom. Take care and God bless. Laborers.